guys, this is the one and only expert dating coach Annabella Rose here from KamaLifestyles.com. Today I'm going to be talking about why girls blow you off. Before we start, please click that cheeky subscribe button and turn on the notifications, as there's going to be so many more videos coming your way. I have an exciting story that I need to share with you that you can understand from where I'm coming from with this presentation. So, back in the day when I was an extraordinarily energetic and wild teenager, I met a rather cool guy on one of my partying expeditions with my girlfriends. Now, let me give him the name Pete. So, Pete was terrific. He was 4 years older, handsome, working, and was financially stable. He had a distinct sense of humour and was so full of life. So, to cut a long story short, he was the whole package. Shortly after meeting him and hanging out several other times, we started dating, and it was awesome. He could shower me with gifts and affection. However, a few months into the whole thing, I felt kind of suffocated and started to pull away. Now, within no time, I had managed to blow off Pete completely. Of course, he tried to reach out, but I fell silent. A few weeks ago, I actually stumbled upon his Instagram photos and reached out, and we agreed to have coffee with him and catch up. Of course, among many things we spoke about, he asked why I blew him off in that way. Now, I know you're also curious about why I did this, and so the answers are in this video. So there you have it. My presentation today will be about answering the question, why girls blow you off. Relationships and businesses are very similar. Gaining more and more potential new customers is the life of any business. It therefore translates that sales not only serve the purpose of bringing in new clients in, but also fostering those connections that create deeper relationships. It therefore doesn't matter the number of names and contracts that you collect. What matters is how you follow up and do connect with them. The same goes with the relationships. It doesn't matter how many opportunities you get to form new relationships. If you do not make good use of the possibilities, it's all pointless. With that said, what are some of the reasons why girls blow you off? Number one, you are on different levels of the same relationship. One thing that most men do that turns us off completely is when you're assuming that we're already in a relationship after a first or second date. It also happens when the two of you are on different levels of this relationship. For example, you could be taking things too fast. It's easy to think that since you've already figured out your life in other areas, you are now ready to settle and move into yours with your woman, which is not a bad thing, of course. But if your girl is not in the same level, she's most likely going to feel overwhelmed, and since she might not gather the courage to say it to you face to face, hence it may result in blowing you off without an explanation. Also, in the same case, being on a different pages in the relationship, it's likely that there will be pressure on the other party to catch up. In addition to this, you are likely going to become insecure because you assume that she's not serious with you. In the end, you'll probably end up becoming nagging, needy, or too desperate. And with all this, who wouldn't blow you off? Number two, you take too long to make a move. You're likely to fall victim to this if you started as good friends. Starting as friends makes it difficult to know when a girl's perception of you shifts from being that of a friend to seeing you as more than a friend, unlike when you approach a lady that you have interest in and her reaction informs you there and then that she wants to be more than friends with you. When the girl in your life gets to that point where she sees you as more than a friend, she's going to send hints and signals, but you still take your sweet ass time to make your move. Now, this is the most probable thing to happen, and it may result in her blowing you off as an attempt to self-preserve. I mean, it's understandable. Her ego cannot allow her to tell you up front that she wants you as more than a friend. It's usually worse because you also want her. You have wanted her for the longest time, but since you're afraid of knowing how she feels towards you, you delay taking the step in the name of waiting for the right moment or not wanting to ruin your friendship. Number three, you chat too long with your online dates. I honestly don't blame you guys for this. I mean, it is a normal that you want to make the stranger you have just met online comfortable enough with you that they want to meet you in person. Now, as a result, you spend hours on end trying to chat to them, and so that you find out just enough about them and see if you're alike and how you could make the best couple. Now, all of which is important to keep growing the excitement to meet each other in person. However, What you do not want to do, and you must remember, is that girls joined the online dating website to meet up with new potential suitors and not for a cyber chat. Anyone with a different agenda on a dating website is not serious about meeting suitors. A woman responding to you only means one thing. She has decided that you are a potential match and is therefore willing to open up to meeting you. You only work, therefore, is if you inform her that your meeting will be easygoing, cool and relaxed experience through several light-hearted and playful messages. If you, however, hold on to the notion that you are strangers and you need to take your time and get to know each other so that you don't come across as a flirt who's probably just after sex, will only end up getting you ghosted. Strike the iron while it's hot and ask her out. Number 4, you do not initiate intimacy during dates. It is as simple as it sounds. Not going for a kiss at any other act of intimacy is understandable on the first date. However, it therefore makes no sense to not make an unusual move on the second or subsequent dates. I mean, if the girl agreed to go for a second date, it says that she's into you, whether she's a new girl or one that you've known for a long time. Now, if she's already into you and it's that obvious, why on earth would you not want to kiss her or make any other intimate move? Take it from a woman. Refraining from intimate gestures such as kisses, pecks, holding hands gives us the impression that we are not good enough for you. Yeah, you like us and yeah, you're somewhat into us, but we're not just it. Something is missing. Whenever a woman picks this up from you, whether it's real or just perceived, she will result in the preservation mode and blowing you off to prevent herself from getting hurt. It comes to play in both public and private. If you cannot kiss her in public because you are not a public display of affection kind of a person, do take advantage of the times that you find yourself in private. If the answer is no to that question, what do you honestly expect her to think and do? Number 5, you never invite her to your place. Last but not least, continuously not asking her to your home even after you've already expressed interest in her and have probably been on several dates will make a woman think that you have something that you are hiding. Your intentions may be innocent and you may not be hiding anything from her, but that's not what she's going to be thinking. The woman will think of that such scenario. Since no one wants to confirm to themselves that the guy they're interested in is dating someone else, or worse still, that he's married. The easiest way out of this situation for any girl is to completely blow you off and never speak to you or seek you out again, and they may never know the truth. It would hurt less in that way, and she opts for it. So finally got to the answers with Pete, and my answer to him was that I blew him off because we are at different levels of our relationship. I therefore felt pressured to catch up and at the same time felt very suffocated. My easiest way out was blowing him off, even if I still cared about him. In a nutshell, therefore, any behaviour that will leave a girl feeling threatened will lead to her blowing you off. She will choose to protect herself from hurt by default. Gents, that's all from me today. Do you want to learn all of our dating strategies? Please check out our e-products page, as we have a number of ebooks displayed, and all the ebooks will get you to the very best strategies that you need to make it in dating. So click on the link below or click on the card above. It will take you to our display page, and once the payment is completed, you can download that ebook and start reading in a blink. And do you want my coaching services? You know what to do. Please click on the contact us link in the description box below and fill in the form. One of our customer service reps will respond to you in less than 24 hours. Gents, if you've loved this video, like, share, comment and subscribe. I've been Annabella Rose, and I'll see you next time.